Hello gamers, it's SoftKitty99. Oh look, Horsey's back. That means we can send our excess resources away for some extra cash. So let's get our properties cleaned, get our taxman to collect our rents. Oh, got stuck on a lamppost. Oh no, see, you didn't see that. No, you saw nothing. We'll go get our storekeeper to grab all the excess items that we've got in resources and pop them on our horse and cart and send them off and sell them. Can you get all of our things for us, please? Oh look, we've got quite a nice big full cart there. That should get us some nice income. There we go. 1,400 coins from some resources, very nice. Let's go see our Royal Landlord and see what property he has on offer for us today. A plot of land for us to build on. Yeah, that's cleaned up all of the boxes from all of the houses, so we've got a nice clean town. Ooh, 5,000 gold coins. That's the same price as the last one that we had, so that's interesting. Let's have a look if it's a different location or the same one again. So we're sent to New City, as all the plots are in New City. Whoa, do you see everything's popping? Oh, we're in the same plot, look. Oh, so the same location plot is 5,000 coins, so that this particular plot sells for that. And the house's layout is the same, look, but the items inside are randomised, look, so we've got hay bales and things this time, which we didn't have last time. Yeah, it is the same, exactly the same town as we had last time, but this time it's a different layout. And no, did we have snow last time? Yeah, I think we did, didn't we? Yes. So it's exactly the same plot, but it's randomised as to the items to clean up. Interesting. And the requirements are a little bit different, look, because in the last time we had this plot, they asked us to build 4 new foundations. This time we've got to add 5. It's easy to spot it's the same one because of the location of the door. Look. So we're going to build it slightly different. So we've knocked down one of the edge foundations there. Look. Let's chop down the trees now. And then we'll see where we are. And they want us to place 2 gardens this time. Last time they asked for 1 garden, but we put 2 down because it just looked better. There's some variation, isn't there? Interesting. But this is good because we were hoping that there'd be some randomisation so that you can keep doing this. Not just a set number of them available. So that's very encouraging. So let's pick up all of our bits of wood then and see where we are. So is that all of the trees? It might be. Yes, I think it is. So let's pop our resources on our little pallet to take home with us. And then let's take a look at the house itself and think about where we might want to build. In fact, I think we might take it all down and start fresh. And this time we'll actually follow strictly the requirements that the house is asking for us. So we need to start with 5 foundations and we can decide where to start building. So we'll set the house a little bit further back, I think. Oops, that's not right, Kitty. You need to make sure that the foundations touch each other. Not like that. That was wrong. Let's make sure they touch. Oh, we have to wait for the other one to go. Make sure they touch. And then we'll set one off to the side and we'll probably have the entrance there. So we will be needing stairs. Now can we get the fancy ones in? Interesting. It will let me put the fancy stairs there, but it doesn't seem to want me to put them there. And it will go on the end again. I think it's got something to do with that. I don't know actually, because it'll go on the other side, it can't have something to do with the location of the foundation, can it? Something about the orientation for some reason. So we'll have to use the more rough-hewn stairs because they're the only ones that will fit. So that dictates where our front door is going to be. And then we'll have some windows. Again, we kind of do every other one so that we get some nice solid walls in order to put some large pieces of furniture up against the solid walls. And I think this might be the last one that we need. Beautiful. So, what sort of finish shall we have for our house today? How about a plaster? It's a fine plaster. We haven't used the plaster for a while, have we? And because it's built up a little bit, you can actually get the floor on the under section, look, from the outside of the house there. With the tip, just in case you didn't know. You can click the base as well to put the floors in. Looks like there might be a tiny gap in that corner. Be interesting to see if this works okay. Because of the orientation of the base units, it kind of leaves a tiny gap in the corner, doesn't it, from the section panels. But you have to have section panels in order to make it a simple building system, so you will always have one or two little niggles like that little corner there where it doesn't quite meet. It's not too noticeable though, so I don't think it'll be a big concern for most people. We'll use this little V-shaped roof on this one to keep it nice and simple. And then we want to use the fine plaster so everything matches. That's no gaps in the ceiling, no gaps in the floor, so I think everything should work fine. Everything seems to have registered fine on our requirements list. Let's add a little bit of lighting so that everybody can see. Add the nice chandelier at the junction of all the panels. Light that up so we can see beautifully. And we would like a bed. I do like that red bed, I think it's very pretty. It's a lovely kind of comforter, and then there's all that little scroll work carving on the side of the bed on the base. It's very pretty. And we use a nice dresser, one of the ones that looks very country, top and bottom. Actually, maybe we put that in. I was just going to say maybe we'll put it near the kitchen area, but I think it looks better over here. We do need quite a few items in the house. It's not a huge house, so if we do struggle to fit everything in, we might need to move a few later. I do kind of like this side little table. Maybe we should put it here under this window, because if we use up too much space too early on, we are going to struggle to fit everything in, I think. Because we want 3 tables, so we're going to have to be a little bit more economical with our placement. I really like this as like a bedside table. It's a really pretty table. Again, there's a lot of ornate carving on it if it's orientated in the correct direction so you can see them. It's got little turned legs, look, and then a little bit of decorative patterning engraved on it. I think it's very pretty. Understated prettiness, I think. Then for a table, I think what we'll use is this smaller table. We can fit 3 chairs around that easily, even 4 if we leave it further away. We'll use those beautiful fancy chairs. We can't really tuck them into the table, so they do take up a little bit of space. I'm struggling to fit them in, aren't I? Let's put them closer to the... Ooh, that's a little bit odd. That just tip up a little bit, I think it might have done. It's 4 of our chairs, and then we can kind of put like a little kitchen area in here, look, near the door. See, that will fit quite nicely next to a door. We found that out with those little tiny houses that we built earlier to rent out. And then we'll put another one in here. Beautiful. And then we've got our nice kitchen area done. And we can add a few items into the kitchen space for decoration. all the cooking utensils we need. Big fancy tureen pot. The flowers. Oops, if it's set. There, lovely. So we're at four decorations, and we can probably add. Do we use the same lighting again, or do we try and use something different? So we use the smaller one, or do we use the standard one? Let's use the same one. This is my favourite go-to one. I would just prefer it to all the others, so we will keep using it, even though I sometimes feel like I should use something else, but it's my preferred one, so we will use it. So if we put 2 on that wall, where else should we put? I think we could put like a sofa or something on this wall here under the window. Yeah, let's put it under the window. I just think that could be nice. And then we can add an extra little chair in there. We still need one more chair though, don't we? Oh, can we put one of the benches outside, and that will count probably, won't it? Let's put a book out for decoration. Anything else nice we'd like to pop in? Can we put like some drink type thing on the table? So if we have a nice bottle, and then maybe some pretty cups. So we've got 4 chairs, so we should probably have 4 cups, shouldn't we? One over that, there we go. So we've got more than enough required decorations. I would like to add like a picture or something. That's my favourite one there, that beautiful still life, very nice. And maybe we do the coat of arms just above the bed. Just like the place to look nice, don't like it to be bare and boring. Yeah, I like that, I think that's pretty, and we've gone for a red and red look so everything matches. And then the white chairs match the white cupboards in the kitchen. Lovely, beautiful. Could always add a little rug maybe. We add the fancy skin rug, yeah. That's nice. Yes, I'm very pleased with that. Little tiny house, but it's very, very pretty. Oh, we did that really fast as well. We just need to do a little bit in the garden, don't we? We need 2 garden plots, a bench for a chair, to make our chair numbers enough, and then a couple of garden plots. We'll do the garden plots down this side of the house maybe. So 1, 2, see they match the height of the foundation, so it looks a little bit odd because it's quite high. It's not really like a step up, is there? It'd be nice to have a little step that would go up, wouldn't it? So we'll put 2 of the chairs because that just looks symmetrical and it's quite nice. Oh no, that's too big, or is it? Do you know what, that kind of will blend the pot into the garden, that might be quite nice. I actually use those pots and things because they're so pretty. Like a lot of these bills, they don't really fit. Those trees are much too big. We'll put 1 in here. We can put them in the plot around the house, which we probably will do, but I was just thinking if we can add a couple of them into the like proper garden area. They're not too big, are they? No, that'll work. Right. So we want... Oh, the planter pots counted towards our flowers, so according to that we only need a couple more flowers now. So we'll add a purple one, and we'll add a flowering bush. I like the flowering bush, I like that red flowering bush, it's one of my favourites. So that's the basic required plants. So just a couple more trees now, so we have a quick look from the outside, because when we place the final tree it will say you're done and it will let us go. And the cost of the property is now higher than we started, because it was 5,000 to buy it and we're getting close to 7,000 by the time we've finished. So it's not going to be a huge profit on this build, but it'll be quite good. There we go, completed. So we made almost 2,000 on that one. We did that really fast, so we might be able to go and do a second house in this episode with the Royal Landlord. Let's go see if he's got another one on offer for us right now. Today's offer cost 3,000. Okay, let's see what this one is. So we start at 3,000. So a lesser investment in this one, which should give us more potential for higher profit, surely. Oh, we've got grass. And the archway. Yeah, so I think we've had this plot of land before as well, because I remember that shape of house up with the little... I'm tempted to say it almost looks stable-like, because we've got hay in it, look, and then it's got like a one wide section, like a stable stall, and a little roof on it. And it's built right up against the wall. They want us to build 7 foundations. Yes, so it looks like they've built a set of different plots, and then they're giving us randomised things inside, so that the basic structures are similar when you start out, but then they add different requirements and different things to clean up and clear, and different locations of trees and things to clean up and clear. So it's actually looks like quite a really fun little system for an end game keep going after you've built everything and done everything else in the game. So I really like that idea. Yeah, so we've got 3 by 4 space for our house. We've got lots of internal space, so lots of potential. Do you know what? I'm tempted to put like a little porch area here, so maybe we just do it 1 foundation space as a like little porch area. Should we try and do that? Or should we not do that? We always have trouble with porches, don't we? So it's probably best to not do that. Especially with the builds where we're trying to make money. Maybe it's something we'll try a little bit later on one of the others. So we've got a front door and a side door, because the back of the house is pretty much right up against the wall, the city wall, so that's why we've not gone for windows in that back wall. It's all just solid walls. And it's a long while since we've really done anything with wood, isn't it? So we'll do the wooden floors, and then we'll do the plaster on the actual face of the building. As the wood just looks a little bit, I don't know, a little bit boring. It's quite a big house, so a wooden one just doesn't really suit. If we had a small property, maybe just a 4 area house, maybe we would be tempted to do another wooden one. I do like these windows. If we're putting these in, we will need to add a little bit higher wall section on the end, so the property won't want to be able to finish the roof off properly. So we want one there and one there, and then we can use the little V-shaped sections right at the top of the roof to finish it off. So we get that nice sloped roof. Oh no, that's turn around, thank you. At least I spotted that before I put it down and then had to delete it and start again. We'll do a wood roof maybe? How does that look? We'll look from the outside, see if we like that. I just don't want all the houses to look exactly the same all the time. I like them to be a little bit different. Yeah. That could be quite nice. It's going to be a different look and a different feel to the other ones, isn't it? Because we've used slightly different materials. Could even block it off and maybe even make a small bedroom upstairs as well. Because they want us to place 2 beds, so we could maybe put the either the kids or the parents upstairs, so that they've got a little bit of privacy. And then for the stairs, we usually use the sloped one, so if we use a straight one there, because we've got a little bit of extra space at the end of the property because it's 4 wide. So the stairs are not running straight into a wall anywhere. That gives us enough space, doesn't it? We can make this a tiny... Yeah, maybe we put the parents up here so they've got the privacy. So we just want like a double bed and a little bit of lighting or something. Maybe we even fit in a chest of drawers or a chest or something for storage as well. Well, let's put the chandelier on the roof section. Interesting. We could put one here downstairs, but we can't put it in the roof sections. Oops, press the wrong buttons. No, we're not looking at quests. We've already got the requirements on the side of our screen. So we'll use some of these freestanding lamps because we don't very often use these, and it's quite a big space. So if we leave it as just one big open space, and we just pop these in the corners, because the chandelier lights up most of it, isn't it? I'm not sure we can use these upstairs though, because I don't think we're allowed to put things in this roof space off to the side. I think we can only use these 2 centre sections of flooring that we've put in. I think we can only put stuff on there. So I think if we're going to put light in here, we're going to have to put it on the wall above the bed, so it might be better to put the bed in first, so that we can then place the lighting around it. Yes, we use a nice big fancy imposing bed with a beautiful headboard. And then I'm not sure that this will allow. No, I don't think it's going to allow us. Right, yeah, we're going to definitely have to put the one on the wall sconces on the actual wall, but I think we have to make sure they're on the wall panel section here, as you can't put it in the roof sections at the side. Oh, come on, yes, see, can put it. You've just got to get the positioning correct. And then we'll light those. Lovely. Even if that's all we can put up here, it's enough to give them some privacy. So let's see if we can get some sort of storage in here for them. Or maybe fit one of these simple chests in here. And not have it block the space. Oh, that'll work, I think. Maybe even add something else there. I don't want to overdo it though. I'll put like a chest of drawers or some sort in, maybe. That needs to turn. Yeah, that's the front there. Now, will you fit without blocking the stairs? Oh yes, that's nice. That gives them lots of storage space. Beautiful. So we've got a bedroom upstairs, and then we can maybe make a second bedroom in like this back corner section, and then where the doors are at the front, that can be like the main living area. So we'll put in a slightly simpler bed here, and assume that's for a child or a teenage child or something, or even an apprentice, depending on whether they're an older couple with work experience or whether they're a younger couple with their own kids and stuff. And then some sort of storage next to it, or ooh. Did I just miss, have I not put shutters and doors in? I'll have to do that in a minute. Right, so just put a little bit of a kitchen in over here. One of my favourite units again there. That fretwork side cabinet. One of my favourite tables. Let's put that under the window here. At the bottom of the stairs. So we're utilising the space but not blocking the space. How about the wooden door? Since we've gone for a wooden roof, shall we use the wooden doors and the wooden shutters on the building? Yeah, so that's the front door, and then where the kitchen is, that's the side door. And then we use the wooden shutters in all of the gaps. I think that's all of them, yeah. So we want a table, and they want us to have 5 chairs. So where should we put the table? Shall we maybe move the kitchen into this corner and then have the table here? I think that would be more sensible. than what I did originally. I want to make the best use of the space that we've got. So I think it makes much more sense to have our table here. And I think we're going to have more than we're going to have more chairs than the game requires, because it asks us to put 5 chairs, and I'm thinking that we'll have like a living room space with a couple of the big fancy sofas in it. I'm thinking maybe for the table that we put these like sofa bench things instead of using the small dining room chairs, and then maybe this like squishy chair that we had in the last build, we can put one at each end of the table so that we've got lots of seating space there, and that way the table and seating is all done a little bit differently as well. Do you know what? I really like using those bench seats, those padded bench seats for the table. And then we can have a nice fancy candelabra on the table if I can get it to stand there. Yeah, I like that. I really like that. And light up all of our lights. We've got lots and lots of wall space for decoration now, haven't we? Some books on this little table. About nice fancy vases to show off our wealth. Maybe even another one there, the little one. So we've used all 3 of the different fancy vases for decorative purposes. I think we've even got space maybe to put in a barrel and a big fireplace to make the focus of our living room area. I think we can do that. Should we use the black one or the white one? I kind of want one of the big fancy ones rather than the ovens. See, that's a proper oven. You need a bigger kitchen to put those in, I think. So yeah, I'm thinking the black one or the white one. Since we've got white walls, maybe the white one would be the better one to use. And we like that with the torch as well, don't we? Yes, we do. Nice fancy blaze going on. And then, with the chairs, I think we want a nice big squishy sofas, and we put one at either side of the fire. We did something similar to that in the Royal Landlord's house, didn't we? We put squishy sofas at either side of the fire. And that looked really nice, so I think we'll do something similar here, because we've got enough space here, because it's all open plan. And then, rugs. Just one rug, yeah. And then maybe next to the doors as well, just to be certain finished. And then one by the bed, which I think gives us all of the required internal things. So it's up to us what other decoration stuff we might like to add. So a couple of pictures, maybe a few shields and things on the walls, just for some decoration and break up all that white space on the walls a little bit. Another shield. Ooh, how about above the fireplace? That could be quite a nice little features thing, couldn't it? Maybe for the dining room area we use that big still life that I really like. Yeah, I really like the look of that little dining room area. I think that's my favourite bit of this particular house. Though I do like the little sofa and fireplace section as well. But yeah, I think this little table section is my favourite bit of this particular build. And look at us, we're so efficient, we're going to put in 2 builds in today's episode. Wow! We've outdone ourselves. Yeah, I really like that. That little grouping there for this little dining room area, I really like that. Right, so we come out of our side door, and we need to put, oh, they only want us to put 1 garden plot in. We might do that here. Little step. Put one round the front. No, let's add one there as well. We've got plenty of space in the front as well for garden. So we could either do the garden at the side or at the front, because we've got plenty of space in both areas. Which one shall we do? Now, I do kind of like the wooden roof with the plaster. I think that looks quite nice. With the dormer windows and things. Let's put the garden plot at the back here. So we need 5 flowers and 3 trees. And then we've done all of our requirements. So we use some of my favourite plants for a little grouping of 5. So we'll just 1 in each corner and 1 in the centre. Very simple. Ta-da! And then we need 3 trees, so we can pop those in the grassy areas around. It's too big to fit next to the wall. Oh, we've already got one in that corner. I'm just wondering if we can fit a bigger tree in. Doesn't seem happy to do that. Let's put a smaller one in this corner. And one over here, and then for our final tree that will complete it for us, we'll use the little spriggy tree, and we made 7,500 coins on that particular build. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. From Softkeating99, goodbye and happy gaming!